It's Red Bull with the big ass bra, and like Bruce Lee, right, got the clout, yeah. Girl, look at that body. Girl, look at that body. Girl, look at that body. I work out. Girl, look at that body. Girl, look at that body. Girl, look at that body. I work out when I walk in the spot. This is what I see. Everybody stops and is staring at me. I got passion in my pants and I ain't afraid to show it, show it, show it, show it. I'm sexy and I know it.
Do you like my new introduction music? Yeah. My fellow Americans, I am certain we have all learned of the disastrous event that occurred only a few days ago. This, by far, is the greatest atrocity against America, and I assure everyone that action will be taken to find those who committed this awful crime. While we have already started our search for these terrorists, that issue is not my primary focus in this speech today. Today I want to enlighten the people of America and also other people across the world who are supporting us in this crisis on the information we do know about the detonation of the nuclear warhead on Atlanta, Georgia. The explosion occurred at 3:20 a.m. on July 12th and had a 120-kilometer blast radius. Approximately 500,000 people were killed and even more were injured, even those outside the blast radius due to radiation and fallout. One of our primary objectives is providing medical care to those who have suffered from the disaster. We are implementing all hospitals outside the blast radius to care for those who are injured. We are sending in rescue teams into secure locations to help evacuate people and transport them to these hospitals. The hospitals possess the needed medicines like potassium iodide and are under strict regulation to serve those who have been exposed to radiation. With a surplus of people in hospitals, we are reaching out to nearby farms that are unharmed to accommodate the demand for food. The welfare of the American people is our principal concern. Along with the harm caused to people, the blast also harmed much of the surrounding land. The large fireball from the explosion incinerated many buildings and structures and polluted the surrounding water sources as well. This limits our water sources, but we will utilize sources in Perry, Dalton, and Warner Robins. Our water distribution plan will include hospitals, food banks, and city halls. While the imminent threat pertains to those closest to the explosion, nearby states may also be at risk to radiation. I want to advise all to take precautions to minimize the risk of radiation exposure. Try to reduce the amount of time you spend outside and make sure all of your body is clothed. The most protection you have, the more likely you'll be safe. Ensure that your food and water are clean and safe before consumption. This will be a hard time for America and the world. 9/11 looks like a scratch compared to this. Your government and I will try our hardest to recover from this crisis, but we will also need the help from you, the American citizens. We need your support and effort to help us through this time.